Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss how to pass AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. So my name is Suchi and I'm a project manager. I recently passed my AWS Cloud Practitioner in the first attempt. So I thought it will be wise of me to share with you the journey and also the insights about the certification. Okay, so let's get started with the Cloud Certified Practitioner exam and how to pass it. Well, so what we will cover today is about AWS, what AWS CCP is, AWS CCP Iron Triangle, how to pass AWS CCP, and when to know that you're ready. So what you will get out of it is all the four. Well, when it comes to AWS CCP, it's a foundational level exam. It's the first in the rows of exam. And who can take it? Basically, anyone working on AWS, interested in learning about AWS or joining AWS, and has no or limited knowledge of cloud computing can go for this foundation exam. It's a very good building block, so you can actually leverage from this exam and certainly pass it. Well, how many questions? So there are 65 questions and it takes about 90 minutes for this exam. And for domain, so this exam is having 4 domains, which is cloud concepts, security and compliance, technology, billing and pricing. And then each domain has a percentage of questions which will be asked. So in 65 questions, the distribution is given like here. Where you can find more information is in the link below. So you can go to AWS trainings and you can look at the exam content, what it is more about and more information. Well, coming to the AWS CCP Iron Triangle. So when I talk about the Iron Triangle, I mean, as a project manager, I always think about the scope, cost, and time. So I'll talk about the scope of the AWS. So it is covering with online course, exam guide, white papers, mock test, and AWS CCP final exam. So before going for the exam, you need to have these elements in place. And then how much it costed me? So it costed me like $20 for the course, online course, and then the rest of the exam guide, white papers were free. So it is a free resource from AWS. I highly recommend them. And the mock test basically is, again, you pay for $20 for the mock test. And it's actually up to you, but I highly recommend this as well, because what happens is when you practice, you come to know about your weak points, where you are lacking, and where you can build on. So mock test, I would say you should do it, you must do it, and that might cost you like $20. And then the final exam fee is like $100. Finally, coming to the time, how much duration, how much time it took. So it took around 2 to 3 weeks for the course, and to complete the course, online course, and understanding the structure of the exam. And then finally, the 2 weeks basically to go through the mock test and understanding the gaps, working on the elements where you are missing, and the domains you have to work more. There is a whole bunch of a plethora of information to learn and grasp. So I would tell you that if you're a newbie, then you should spend more time so that you pass the exam in the first attempt. Well, again, time and cost. Now coming to the next element is how to pass AWS CCP and the resources. So resources are listed here. What I took personally was an online course on Udemy, and then I took a mock test. The link is mentioned below. Finally, I actually referred to AWS free resources as well. I installed the free tier for hands-on practice. I did basically a lot of practice on the free tier. Finally, I Also actually watched a couple of videos on AWS Cloud Practitioner Essential, which were helpful. It was like a revision. And then I went ahead and read some white papers. Actually, I only read 2 white papers to be very specific. The one which is in the first one, the overview of Amazon Web Services, and also the architecture for the cloud. And so these 2 were the white papers I read. But let me tell you one thing: don't get overwhelmed. Just read, maybe hover through the overview of Amazon Web Services. And for architecture for the cloud, just know the pillars and don't get too much in details, because I don't think so. You just have to understand the concept of the pillars and you are good to go. Finally, AWS pricing. Also, I referred actually very fast through the AWS pricing and compare AWS support plan from the website. The link is provided below. And then when to know that you're ready? Well, this is a very difficult and subjective question. So I have listed the quantitative way of telling you. So the mock test, which I provided you before, if you score consistently 80% or above in the mock test, then you are ready for the exam. You can book your exam and go for it. Before, so the link for the exam booking is mentioned below, also here. And the best thing about AWS is now you can take the exam online from the comfort of your home. So I would say you can choose, there are 2 options. You can choose Pearson VUE, it's recommended. Finally, you can have the system test done beforehand so that you don't face any hiccups at the time of the exam where your system isn't supporting. So this is one thing. And please choose the date at least 3 days prior so that you are ready and there is no hassle of dates. Finally, log in before 20 to 15 minutes so that you can show your ID, you can get the basic things done before the exam begins. And finally, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked the video. And here is my certification I would like to share with you. If you feel that you have any question you want to ask me, I'm there to help you. So thank you.